Hi Capricorn, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. So for those of you that are new, welcome, and if you are returning, I'm so glad to have you. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I have brought out the intimate extended readings, so you guys are going to get a preview of your intimate reading at the end of this reading. The link to purchase will be in the description box below. And since I'm doing the extended intimates, I decided I would show you guys, for those of you guys who have never purchased a regular Love Extended, I want to show you guys an inside scoop as to what those look like. So for in the future, if you decide that you would like to purchase one, you at least know what it is that you're getting. So some of the questions, I have about like 50 different questions that I do for the extendeds, and I have chosen these ones for you guys to answer today. But if I do change them, you guys are able to see at the end of the video which ones I choose for the extended or in the description box. So for today we have, what was the first impression of you? What do they want the most with you? Why are they so attracted to you? What do they currently think of you? What do they say about you when you're not around? And what do they wish they had the courage to tell you? The last question will be, what was their last thought of you? So these are the questions that we're going to answer today. So for this month, I have all personal readings $10 to $15 off. So if you're interested, the link will be in the description box below. And any other links you guys need, including all of these beautiful crystals, will be found in the description box below. If you haven't found or followed our crystal boutique, feel free to follow there. We are going to be showing you guys how to use crystals for the new moon and full moons for rituals. So we're going to start off with an overall energy, and then we are going to take a look. So this one is calling my name. Wow, the Six of Wands. Success, abundance, lots of eyes on you, Capricorn, lots of eyes on you. Somebody loves, some of you, this is something related to work. Like you are going to be leveling up when it comes to your work field. And because you're going to be leveling up, you're going to be noticed by a lot of other people. It's like you weren't really you may think that you're putting yourself out there, but maybe you're putting yourself out there in the wrong way. Or maybe you were just only able to be seen by a certain amount of people, but that is all about to change. You're about to be recognized for something. And through this recognition, those of you that are single are going to be attracting somebody new. And some of you that are in a relationship, your person is going to see a side of you that they've never seen before. And I think that for a lot of you guys where that resonates, you're going to be dealing with somebody that's going to be falling in love with you all over again. And I'm hearing this time it's the real you. So maybe you guys put on a little bit of a facade in the beginning, right? Trying to present yourselves as the best version of each other. But since the beginning of your relationship, and now you guys have seen all sides of each other, and it's only made the bond grow a lot stronger. So also, if you are dating somebody new and you are just kind of like trying to be the best version of yourself, not necessarily the best version of yourself, but you're only showing them the good about you. Like this person thinks that you're coming off as a little bit too perfect. They may be able to sniff that you're not fully telling them the truth, or that you keep certain things hidden. The more truthful and honest you are, this person is going to have a lot more respect and love for you. This is somebody who doesn't like little white lies. They don't like any lies, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio. So I'm hearing some of you may even be dealing with a Leo as well. So what was this person's first impression of you? The Hangman. This person knew you were worth so much more than what it is that you were receiving in your life, that you didn't even know how amazing you were when they first met you here, because they saw you as like this Hangman is in a cocoon, right? And you're still a caterpillar. You have not yet bursted into a butterfly. So this person sees you as somebody who is in a cocoon, somebody who, you know, when they first met you, it's like you presented yourself as a certain person to the world. Not a lot of people really get to know you fully. Like some people may think you're almost just as secretive as Scorpio. Like unless somebody really knows you or you really trust somebody, you're not the type of person that's going to go out there spilling your business to everybody. So I definitely feel like this person thought that you were very hard to read. They thought that you were very mysterious. We have the Sun of Wands on the reverse here. Yeah, they weren't sure of what your intentions were with them. Like it seemed like you liked them, but at the same time, they weren't 100% sure. You showed them like you were very different than a lot of other people. This could be somebody who was used to getting what they want all the time, people like fawning over them, or just people being very blunt about what it is that they want when it comes to this person. But when it came to you, you were very much the opposite. You weren't pushing this person to like this could be somebody who moves very slowly and people are usually like pushing them to get into a connection, and you were just kind of like, if it's meant to be, it's going to be. You were just enjoying the process of getting to know this person. And I think that they really enjoyed that. But at the same time, like they were just kind of like, but does that mean that like they don't want to be with me? Or like, I feel like you kind of like flipped a little bit. Sometimes it was obvious your feelings and what your intentions were, and sometimes it really just wasn't. But I'm seeing it wasn't really that wasn't really what you were projecting. Now that they know you, they understand why that's what they thought at that point. So this person really had to take that time to get to know you, take that time to learn you, take that time to study you, because you weren't just like somebody that was super easy to read. And I think that they liked that. You were the first person that was a challenge to them. You definitely stood out to this person in a way that nobody ever has before. I actually really like that. I think that that is, you know, like I honestly don't remember, because when I channel, I honestly barely even know what I'm saying. So I don't really remember what I just said, but I'm pretty sure I don't think I said one thing about you being physically attractive. That's not saying that you're not physically attractive, but this is saying that this person saw you for you. And, you know, your attraction was there, cool, but it wasn't the first thing, because I think I only have 4 more signs to do, and pretty much almost every single person, what was their first impression had pretty much it was all physical, because usually the first impression is physical. You see something you like, so you pursue it more, right? But this person kind of like went past the physical and they really want it. Sometimes you just see somebody and you know, like, it's meant to be something more, right? Whether you are even aware of what your intentions are in that moment. It's a soul connection, actually. So what do they want? Oh, Mother of Swords here. But let's ask the question. So what do they want the most with you? What do they want? Well, for some of you, they just want you to be a little bit more direct about what it is that you want. But some of you, you're not being direct because I'm hearing you want them to show you who you are, so you can decide what you want. Like, you're still putting this person through some tests. And for those of you where this is a long-term relationship, it's like you don't know if you want children or marriage with this person. And this person's like, well, we've been together for 2-3 years. Why have you never brought up children or getting married or really taking this to the next level? Some of you are dealing with somebody who, you know, like, to the outside universe, it would seem as though you're dating this person for like 3 months, but realistically you've been dating for like 3 years. The Moon, and the Mother of Wands. There's another one that I can feel, so I'm going to pull it too. The Moon, the Mother of Wands, and Judgment. Look at this. You're coming into the butterfly. Look. Oh my gosh. I love this. All the wrappings at the bottom. And that's you breaking into that butterfly that was in the beginning of the deck. This is so beautiful. They want you to make a decision. I honestly love this combination. They want marriage. They want, first of all, some of you, this is somebody who wants you to drop your guard down when it comes to them here. They want to see your soul. They want to see your soul. They want to see the fire that's within your soul. And this comes from when you're not caring or thinking about anybody else's judgment, right? With the Judgment card, anything, you're just able to just fully be yourself. You're able to just fully be free. This person has seen that side of you, but not so often. You're just always, sometimes you're just a little bit too reserved, and this person just wants you to let loose. They want you to, like, I'm hearing they want you to just do your dance and just not care, because maybe that's what is going to get you to the 6 of Wands. It's the moment that you just stop giving a crap about anybody and what they're, like, not anybody, but like just giving a crap about what people perceive you as, how people perceive you as. Like, you don't always have to have it all together. And some of the things that you think that you have to do to get yourself to look together aren't actually what needs to be done. So, yeah. They also want you to, like, I feel like this person wants you to lean on them a little bit more. You may be the type of person who deals with things where you keep certain things to yourself. Like, you feel like you may be burdening other people by talking about your problems. You just don't really talk about your problems much. You kind of like talk to yourself about certain things, but this person wants to be somebody that you can lean on, right? They are very much like a caregiver when it comes to their love language, and they would like you to, some of you, this stems from you not having that in your upbringing, right? So you just, maybe you've always taken care of others because you had to do that when you were younger, whatever the case is. So you're able to give, but you're not able to receive. Like, there's a block when it comes to giving, or when it comes to being able to receive the love. And And some of you, the way that this person shows love, you see it as a sign of weakness to accept it. Like, this person could be the type of person that likes to do things for you, and you're just like, well, no, I'm independent. And for you, being independent means doing everything on your own, right? So there's just like little tiny things that I honestly think are subconscious that you guys don't realize you're doing with one another. And if those things were to change, I think this relationship is very solid and stable. But I do feel like you're missing, like, this is a very earthy relationship. You could be dealing with another earth sign, but it's like you're missing some water. You need a little bit of water, a little bit of fire in this connection, but it just seems like so stable and so solid. And it's almost like, I don't want to say where's the passion, because I do think that there is some passion there, but maybe the emotion, right? The emotional aspect. Definitely somebody has blocked heart chakra, rose quartz. Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people know that rose quartz is good for unblocking your heart chakra. So I think that for some of you, you do need the rose quartz. And maybe even, I've never said it in this way, but the black tourmaline for you guys, because I do feel like there's this energy of being so protective, because maybe you really let your guard down, and the one time you let your guard down, you got hurt by somebody that you really cared about, that you really trusted the most, right? So whatever the case is, whatever that's keeping you blocked, the rose quartz is going to help to open that. And then the black tourmaline is going to help for you to be able to see right through people, even when you're not sure if it's your intuition or you're overthinking. So that way you'll know, and you'll have that protectance from the ones that aren't meant to be in your life, and you can just focus on loving the ones that are. So those are going to be the crystals for you guys. And you guys really need to work on, also use the black tourmaline when it comes to the full moon, the new moon, the rose quartz. Like, you guys are really needing to create a spiritual ritual and start using, I'm hearing you guys need to use crystals, because you guys are an earth sign. So crystals are going to be great for you guys when it comes to manifesting. But another thing I am seeing is being outdoors, doing your manifestations outdoors, doing your rituals outside. Even just taking off your shoes and putting your feet in the grass is going to be something that is going to completely ground you. But then for others of you, I do feel like when it comes to allowing yourself to flow and to be a little bit more free, water, use water, right? So that would be having a salt bath. That would be, I'm even seeing somebody here who has, like, what is it called? Incense. You're using incense. And if some people just don't like to do baths, right? So instead of a bath, you can just, I'm seeing somebody having a very hot shower. They have incense going. This could be a heart chakra incense, working on your heart chakra. And I'm also hearing working on your sacral chakra. So you could get incense for your heart chakra, incense for your sacral chakra. And putting that incense on, listening to a meditation, and just like having the water, like, this is after you like had your proper bath. You just having the water sit on you and just practice yourself, like thinking about all the horrible things that you don't want that are attached to you, or the energies or the thoughts, and just thinking of them being released as the water is pouring on you. It's like, you are earth, you got to realize that everything that you're going to attract and release is going to be through something physical, because you're binded more in the physical, right? Whereas there are some signs where they can just think of it. They can use their they can use their mind to think of certain things, right? Instead of actually needing to physically do it, actually needing to physically say it, actually needing to physically hold something, right? Like, I've pictured a crystal in my hand that I didn't have at the time, and felt the energy of that crystal, and actually healed myself in a sense of doing that without actually having the crystal in my hand. But for earth signs, that may not be so easy, or that may not come so naturally. Everything is possible for everyone. So I don't know, those, I just like, that just came over me. Because everybody that's watching this, I really do feel like, even if you think you have the most wide open heart chakra, there's still a certain percent you're not experiencing love to the fullest. There's something that's still blocked off when it comes to love. So let's see, why, what is this? The Daughter of Pentacles. Why is this person so attracted to you? Nurturing a plant. You also need to nurture a plant. If you don't like plants, get some flowers, something that you can water often. But I do see yourself like getting a plant that can grow and having that be something that you take care of every single day. That is going to, and I don't know why, but I'm hearing that is, I'm hearing that is in a sense related to fertility. I don't know why. Maybe if you are having trouble conceiving, whatever the case is, that's something that's going to like help you in a spiritual sense. I'm not 100% sure, right? Because just as though you are earthly and you need like earthly materials like crystals and you know, sand and what is it? Grass, all of those things to be like man-made things to be able to manifest. You also have to have a balance, right? The physical has to be balanced with the spiritual in order for things to fully come into fruition. So if you're too focused on the physical, say you already have a bunch of crystals and you already do crystal work, then no, you don't need to get any more. You need to do things that are more related to the spiritual realm. So whatever one it is that you're lacking, and for some of you it's both, and you need to like, you know, use a mix of both. So why are they so attracted to you? The Son of Swords in reverse, because you don't mind anybody else's business. You are focused on yourself, you're focused on your own game. You know one thing that I literally love about Capricorns? They are who they are, and they are who they are unapologetically. All of the Capricorns that I know, they are who they are unapologetically. And they're very different. Usually most of them are quite unique. And they move to the beat of their own drums, or at least that's their purpose, right? Not everybody is going to be on that high evolution, because I was talking in the beginning about somebody that's focused on everybody else, and that would not be you in your highest form of self. So this person loves that you focus on your own path. This person loves that for some of you, you're doing something, or they're just, it's about uniqueness, right? Like, okay, everybody in the world puts on a face and does their hair every single day, and you just kind of go out and you don't really pay too much attention into the way that you look, and you look perfect just like that. You just are naturally perfect, right? Something that everybody does all the time that you just could care less, right? You could care less to do, you could care less to have. And this person likes that, this person likes that. And you don't pry, like you really don't. I mean, this person, I think that this person is very private for the most part, but they didn't like in the past how people would pry and try to get so much information from them, but to the point where now that you don't ask, they're just kind of like, well, why not? Like, it's actually very funny. You definitely make this person like overthink a lot. And they like that you're very, you have like this childlike energy. As much as you don't let it out all the time, you do have this childlike energy inside of you. For some of you, I'm hearing that this person just wants to be the peace in your life. So what do they currently think of you? What does this person currently think of you? I'm so sorry about the lighting, guys. It's really bad. I moved to a place where the lighting is just not, the sun never comes on this side. So I am getting a studio created, but it is gonna take a little bit of time. So soon everything's gonna be perfect and I cannot wait, but just bear with me in the meantime. So what, I don't know, I feel like I need to pull it again because something, I don't even know if I asked the right question. What do they currently think of you? Did I ask that? The Nine of Wands, the Ace of, I don't even know if I asked that question first. Okay, the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Cups. What do they currently think of you? Well, again, I already said that this person thinks that you are quite guarded. And again, when it comes to love, especially this is somebody that's kind of new in your life, you're guarding your heart, right? They think that you guard your heart. They think that you're capable of loving a lot more than what it is that you let out. But again, it's a lot about being your peace, creating peace in your life, wanting you to, maybe you've had a hard life, maybe you've gone through some, pretty intense stuff within the past 3 years. But it's like when this person looks at you, they can see, it's like they can get like 10% through your soul, but then they know when you're cutting them off, and they know that there's more, they know that there's more past that. Or when they look into your eyes, they can see you, but they can only see 10% of you, and then it's like your eyes get dark. Or it's like they just completely get blocked out, and they can feel in that exact moment when you decide to flip that switch, right? It's like in Vampire Diaries when they turn off their humanity. Not saying that you're turning off your humanity, it's just that you have the ability to always be aware of how much you're letting somebody in and just be like, nope, that's where I draw the line. And like I said, for some of you, you've been with this person for a while and they're just like, and some of you don't even realize that you do that, right? You have no idea that you do that. For some of you, again, like I was mentioning the rose quartz again, a lot of people think rose quartz is about like love, and it absolutely is. But as much as it's about love for another and the abundance of that, it's also about love for yourself. And I feel like the energy that I'm getting is you can only love somebody as much as you love yourself. And somebody that is watching this today has a heart, they don't fully accept themselves for who they are. Something that they did in the past, something about themselves that they don't like physically, whatever the case is, you're not 100% in love with yourself and accepting of who you are. Maybe it's because you thought you were supposed to be somewhere where you're not yet. Whatever the case is, you have to be able to accept yourself. And part of accepting yourself is going to be that point where you allow this person in. Okay, so what does this person say about you when you're not around? What does this person say about you when you're not around? Whoa, the universe, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit. I don't think I'm going to pull it, but the High Priestess. And I want to see it, but I'm not going to pull it, and the Star. Okay. Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit, the universe. A lot. Look at all these major arcana. What does this person say about you when you're not around? That honestly, they feel like a lot of the times they're in an illusion about this connection and about what this connection fully is. Like they feel like they overthink so much that sometimes they don't know what's right and what's wrong. It's almost like what's real and what's just like stuff that's actually like just in their head. So this person just completely overthinks this connection. Let's see, what else do they say about you when you're not? Well, first of all, that they feel lucky, they feel fated. Like this is the type of energy where you definitely help this person to level up. And I do feel like you have this energy where you mirror one another. So it's like sometimes you just meet somebody and it's like you don't want to be your lazy self around them. Like sometimes you feel lazy. We're not always perfect, right? Sometimes you wake up and you're just like, I don't want to do anything today. And I just don't. And this person never really feels like that around you. They feel like you are just somebody that is so amazing that they want to be that best person for you. So they get up every day and they do what they got to do. And it's almost like life became a lot more easier when you entered into this person's life. This is all very deep. It's all very deep. I definitely think that a lot of you are dealing with somebody, you might have had to learn to love this person, because I think that this person, maybe even if that's not the case, like I honestly, I feel horrible saying this, but I think this person like loves you like 10 times more than you love them. And that may be the problem, right? Maybe you're not opening up fully because you don't want to. Maybe you're not taking that next level because deep down you don't want to. So some of you guys, that's something that you, like in that moment, you might have actually been like, maybe that's true. You know what I mean? And it's like, this is a great person in a million different ways. So why wouldn't you want that with them? Well, maybe because this is a great person, but not a great person for you. So that's something to think about for some of you here. But yeah, they definitely feel like, they tell people that you're lucky, that they're lucky to have you, that they were lucky for you to come into their lives. And then especially like there could have been options, you could have had options and you chose them, and they still talk about how they feel so happy that you decided to be with them, that you decided to pick them. Oh, Son of Cups. Every single time there's another card that comes out in between. So what do they wish they had the courage to tell you? What does this person wish they had the courage to tell Capricorn? The Empress. Aw, this is so cute. So for some of you, this person really does want children. And it's like, honestly, yeah, it really is just about children. The Nine of Cups. Wow, the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. You even have the Sun at the bottom of this. This is beautiful here. I love how the 9 and the 10 came out here. You're this person's wish fulfillment here. I think that you are such a realist that this person is actually like, I think they're a realist too, but I think that you could make this person easily into a cheese ball. Like they could be so cheesy around you, and it's real. It's just because that's just how they feel. And sometimes love seems like super cheesy, and I feel like for you, you'd be like, what are you even talking about? Or you would like laugh if maybe you have laughed when they try to be like cute with you, but like there's so unexpressed emotion, because I think that you may be dealing with somebody that's like, okay, well, if they're not expressing this, then, you know, I'm not going to, because I think honestly, it's not about one person, you know, saying more than the other and them feeling like some way about it. It's like, I think that this person is terrified of you walking away from them, or terrified of them being too much for you. Like, you feeling pressure and walking away from them. Because to be honest, I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who has a fear that you could just pick up and leave one day. I think that if this is somebody that you really love, Capricorn, you need to realize that you have a very hard shell wrapped around you, right? You're the devil card in the tarot, and the devil is not the angel. The devil doesn't show love, and when the devil would show love, if the devil ever were to show love, it would be in a way that it's like what's that parent quote? Not quote, that saying, like, I don't know, you would just be that person that would give tough love. You would show tough love, right? And yeah, you would show tough love. Because like every Capricorn in my life shows tough love. Like my grandma, like all the most important people in my life are Capricorns. My grandmother, my cousin, and my dad. And they're all very much tough love. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody in my family will say, oh, I love you, blah, blah, blah. My grandma has never said I love you to me once. And one time I said it to her and I could tell, like I was young, so I couldn't understand why, but I still remember that memory. And I was like, it almost like hurt her to show it. But at the same time, there was pretty traumatic experiences for all of those people when they were children. So it's like the love that they were shown, they show it to their loved ones, that same amount. And if it's none, then it's none. So, and that doesn't mean that they don't care, because I know that 100% of my grandma cares about me more than anybody. So it's just very interesting. And I don't know if you can resonate with that, but it is something that I notice within, you know, a lot of Capricorns in my life. So maybe that's something that's going to resonate with you. But if you love this person, you're going to have to try to show them it a little bit more, because you definitely have different love languages. And I don't know, this person, I'm hearing somebody is going to be annoyed by that, the fact that they're going to have to do that, or the fact that they should do that. But I don't know, if you love somebody and they're, you know, not 100% sure, they're not going to, this person's not going to come right out and say it, because they don't want to feel like they're begging you for love, you know what I mean? But there's some sort of disconnect between you and your person. And if that disconnect, and some of you, it's like when you're intimate with this person, there is no disconnect. But right after, the disconnect comes back. That's definitely that one moment where this person feels like they have your heart fully. I'm hearing for some of you, it may even last like 2 hours after that. And then that's it. That you just go back into whoever it is that you usually are through your day-to-day. But if you could just do some sort of gesture to show this person how much you love them, I think that it would be, even if it's just like, I want us to have like I want to make us a special dinner tonight, and, you know, or just pamper them for the whole day, or just give them a massage out of nowhere, you know, just little tiny things. I think that you would like see a huge difference in your person, and the way that you just need to do little tiny things, and it would make them so happy. You would be like, what? Like, you'd be so surprised, and I think that it would make you want to show more. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Your intimate reading was amazing, and so I think you definitely, you know, you're not lacking anything in that department, but I do think that there's some tips and tricks that and like, you know, secrets that came out in that. So I'm gonna show you the preview. If you want to order it, it's in the description box below. Personal readings are below. Crystals are below. Again, you get whatever crystal you feel called to, but for you guys especially, I really did sense the black tourmaline and the rose quartz, because yeah, just honestly, of any of the signs, you guys really do need it. And I always say that if you already have it, pull those ones out. Those ones already have a lot of your like energy in them, even though you're supposed to cleanse them every time you use them. I think that if you have them and wherever they are in your house, it's like, as soon as you're done watching this video, like, go get those ones and maybe try to do something with them, or even just hold them and see, where do you feel them when you hold the crystals in your hand? What part of your body do you feel energy or movement in? That is where you need to place the crystal, or that is where you need to work on. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for your time. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. And they just can't get enough, because it's never boring with you. Things are always changing. You're always spicing it up. You're always trying something new, and they could never get bored of it. And they love that. They love how Some of you are very dominant and they love because it's just so ridiculous and messy. But this person just loves that. And I guess it's like something about the nape of your neck. They're able to see your neck that way. And you have beautiful hair. Some of you have like this, it's like a very light brown to the point where it's almost like there's almost a tint of red in it, or there's almost a tint of blonde in it. And they are like yours are. So if you feel like you're afraid to share to this person what your fantasies are, you have nothing to be afraid of. Come through, boo. Yeah, come through and show me your wildest self. Be your wildest self towards me.